Hi everyone, it's Lillian here from Stamper's Niche and welcome to a Facebook Live. Normally I greet you Monday evenings, but because yesterday was New Year's, today it is Tuesday morning. January the 2nd, 2024. So we've got to get used to not only a new month, but a new year. So welcome and thank you for joining me or watching the replay or watching me on YouTube. No matter where you're watching me from, welcome, and please click that like button on YouTube. Click that subscribe and even that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. That way you won't miss out, right? So let's go down to my desktop, and I was just wondering, are your Christmas decorations still up or are they down? And when do you normally take them down? We often, believe it or not, take them down New Year's Day. So we took most of them down yesterday, and then we had some unexpected company. So a lot of it's down and in boxes, but not necessarily put away. But we're getting there. It's just about there. It's also the time of year that I tend to do some deep cleaning while everything's all torn apart already. So let us know, are your decorations still up, down, or in between? They're just doing a little bit of, you're in the process, I guess would be the thing. So first thing, I hope you caught the video that I posted during the holidays. It was the planner video. This one is a slightly different size. It was my first one and I couldn't find the size that I used in the video. I have made many of them. If you didn't see that, I will also put the link in the comments. But what it is I got a planning packet. You can get them from, dollar stores, stationery stores, bookstores, wherever. And I made a cover for it. And then there's a little pocket here. Somebody was saying it's a great spot to put stickers and little things like that you might decorate your pages with too. So there is that. It's fabulous. One of my team members said it would be a great menu planner as well. So I'm not always that organized. But if you do plan your menus ahead of time, I am impressed and I'm so glad that you do. And this would be a good way to do that as well. I was thinking more of my crafting planner. You can tell where my priorities are. I love to eat, but if I'm going to be doing something, I prefer to craft. One of the things when I originally made this, I also got this really cute pen from a store nearby. And then I used the nested essentials and cut out of the glimmer, what is it called? Soft glimmer paper, but a few holes, threaded the pen through it, and then used this set that is retiring, and I'm just blanking out on the name of it, but it's in the holiday mini that's finishing up tomorrow. So I just thought that made a great gift set. So there is that. And as you can see, I've got my Stampin' Glass mat here. It's the second video I've made where this is here. I have to say, I purchased this glass mat thinking, I don't know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I kind of like my grid paper, that kind of thing. But this has everything that grid paper has and so much more. So if you are interested in that, I would say look at your celebration catalog, look on page 17. I can't show you the picture inside yet, but look on page 17 and you will see how you can get this. It is great to work on. Photopolymer stamps work great on it as well. You also get all kinds of other things. You can get this this little container like this comes with it, and you can put it down and it is stuck. It doesn't move at all. Now you can put your ink pads on there, and you know how sometimes they move when you're using particularly a blending brush or something like that. You can use your little Stampin' Spots here, and they hold them secure so they don't move around. You can mix colors and do painting, mix your ink colors in here. What I've been doing, I've been working on swaps. So I've often had lots of little pieces of things. I've put them in here, and this has been my sorting thing, and then they're all handy as well. The other thing that comes with your glass mat is the chamois. I've got it in plastic here, but it's just a damp chamois that cleans this off beautifully. And I was keeping it, I was folding it in quarters and putting it in a stamp case. But then I saw online to put it in a Ziploc bag, and it would slide right under. Let me see if I can find a spot. So because your glass mat is on little legs, this slides right under, and it is handy. It's awkward because there's other stuff there, but normally I have it right down here, and all I have to do is pull this and it comes out. So I'm going to give that a try and see. But I like that idea, and it seems to be working for me right now. The other thing, just a little thing, one of the things I like about the glass mat is when I have stuff here and you know you're trying to pick it up, when you slide it to the edge, there's that lip, and you can pick that up. And it also just seems to keep my desk tidier. But I will talk more about the glass mat later. Welcome, Karen and Fran and so many more of you. Today I am going to talk to you about a suite of products found in the Mini Catalogue. And if you've got your Mini Catalogue handy, you can turn to page 40 to 43, and then there's more on page 71. So page 40 to 43 of your January to April Mini Catalogue, and then also page 71. And you will find a suite of products. It's called a Mega Suite. So it has not one, but two stamp bundles in it. And of course, you can order all the bits and pieces, or you can order the whole suite. I had some money saved up so that I got the whole suite, which I don't often do, but I just couldn't resist with this. So Notes of Nature is one of the stamp sets. It works beautifully with collage type of things, but it works for so many other things as well. I love the different fonts and the words, as well as these. And you know me, I love a good splatter stamp as well. So we're going to use this one predominantly today, but it comes with these dies. And you might say, well, what's that? So, you know, my Get Acquainted sheet, here it is right here. This makes like a perforated, let me see if I can bring it up. So you can actually tear it off if you want. It doesn't cut it, but you can tear it off. So we get this whole field journal type of thing, collage type of thing happening. It's really lovely. And then these are the other dies. Some coordinate with the stamp set, these three here, and some are standalone, as you can see. So we've got that. And then we've also got Lovely and Sweet. So again, these work well together or separately. We've got So Sorry, which we can always use. Congratulations. Just sending a bit of love your way. And then in the stamps, they've even got some word stamps that go with that collagey look. And here, this is it here. So when you get the dies, some work with the stamps in the stamp set. They also work with some of the stamps in the designer paper. And then you've got these extra ones. This little tab one, as I'm trying to get things organized for the new year and needing tabs for different things, I have used this lots. Now it cuts half a tab, but if you should want a full tab, just slide it so that you're cutting on the fold and don't cut the fold, and then you've got the full tab as well. So that's just a little pointer there. So also in the suite, so we've got these two gorgeous bundles. Then also in the suite, we have this gorgeous, it's actually 12 by 12 paper, but I've got it cut ready for a paper share. It's called Nature's Sweetness. So it has your white, your gold, and your pebbled path, and pecan pie. So I love this color combination. And you can see this here. So these dies here, you can cut them out and layer them on top as well. You can also make cards with these. So let me just show you. Here's one. I cut this panel here down and did it like that. So this is some different designer paper here, a few of the dies, and then this little label, which I think this label, if you cut it off, would make a neat pot, a honey pot or something, which goes with another type of thing that we have. So I wanted to share that with you like that, and I'll put that back for right now. And on the back, it looks like that. It's hard with all the glimmer here. Again, we've got this going on here. This looks like it's out of a book, and yet it's been splattered with gold. So we've got text plus the gold. This right now is one of my favorites. I love the white on the pebbled path. Here we go. We've got some more. Let me see. There you go. Now you can see it. And again, just that lovely splattery look. Some more text in gold with the splatter. And this. So gorgeous, gorgeous designer papers. So once again, if you are wanting to take part in my paper share, almost all of the papers will come 6 by 12, except for the one package that is 6 by 6. This is where you sign up for it or find out more information. If you want to take a screenshot or whatever. This paper share to sign up, the cutoff is tomorrow or when it is full, and it is almost full. So do make sure if that's something that interests you that you check that out. Also in the suite, so we've got that paper, is this gorgeous leatherish, it feels like leather, and it's got gold flecks in it. So it's in the ribbon section, but it is... it's just different. It looks great for masculine cards too. Can you tie it? Yes, you can. Just like that. And then just play with it and adjust your loops so it does make a bow. It's a little bit bulky, so that might add to your postage, but it's gorgeous, and we're going to be using that today. And then also, which something I've been flying through, is the adhesive backed cork rounds. So here they are here. They come in the two sizes, the small and the little bit bigger. They're nice and flat. They're soft. They add wonderful texture to your card. They work well not only with this suite, but so many others, particularly the tulle one, all the tulle types of things that we have. So all that yakking aside, let's get busy and do some playing. So often I take part in a card swap. So I work with other demonstrators, and we make swaps, and then we trade, and we have lots of ideas. So this is the swap that I made using the Notes of Nature. So you can see that I've got a bit of interest going on here. We're going to make this card today, but instead of very vanilla, we're going to use basic white. So let's put that to the side. That's the card we're going to case. And let's bring in our goodies here. We're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 11, so it's half a sheet. It's scored in the middle. So we've got just our basic card. This came together really quite quickly, and when you have to make like 20 or so, that's always a good plan. So there's our card base, just like that. You love the card? Oh, I'm glad, Karen. I was pretty happy with it myself. Then this layer here is actually 3 3/4 by 5. And then I brought a pecan pie layer in, and I made it 1/8 of an inch larger. So it's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Now, if you don't like the eighths, you could make the pecan pie 4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to be those 2 layers like that. You can see I've cut some things out of here. When I made this card here, I used the label from the Daisy Suite. I'm trying to remember the name of it right now. I should have, let me see, Cheerful Daisies. That's it. But I thought, you know what? The suite has this die here. The one, remember I said would look like a honey pot, and it actually will work. So we've cut some of these out, and we're going to use that. We've got a little bit of vellum. This is just a piece of scrap vellum that I'm going to use. And then I brought in the In Color luster paper from the annual catalog. This paper has lovely glimmer and shimmer and that kind of thing, and we are using just a little bit of the copper clay. We're going to cut out these 2 pieces again using the Notes of Nature dies. So let's move that out of the way and let's get started. The first thing we need to do is just bring in some scrap paper. I could do this here, but I want to do it on scrap just because I don't want to stop and clean the surface here. But one of the nice things about the glass mat is you don't have to bring in scrap paper. You can just have the excess coming off on the glass and then wipe it clean. So here we go, and we're going to first off use this stamp right here. So I love that the collage effect is already done on this. So I'm going to ink it up in Pecan Pie. I'm going to stamp it off once and just put it over in that area of the cardstock. Then we're going to ink up this, stamp it off once, and oh, let's see. This is where you get really random. And let's do one down here. And this went off the edge here, so I know there's going to be a ridge. So if I want to use the third impression, I'm going to use this part up here. And there we go. So far, we've got it looking like that. Now, I can't resist the splotch, right? Have to bring in the splotch. But I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to bring in now copper clay and ink up that splotch, stamp it off once, and then just do it a few times. And I think I need a bit more coming down here. Oh, maybe up there too. So just splotch to your heart's content. And then what I did do on the inside here is I did some of that stamping down in the corner here as well. Well, why don't I do that right now? I'll bring in this. Now my stamps are already inky, so they're going to be nice and light. I've stamped them off, so they're going to be very faint, but that's what I like on the inside, so that I can emphasize the words, but they just add some interest. There, just like that. We've got the inside of the card done. I could do the envelope too. We're going to go like that. Close those ink pads up and get them out of the way, and get this out of the way. So now we've got this, and we can start to build our layers. So we're going to fasten this to this, and because I've got holes here, I'm not going to put glue in the middle. Okay, I had this glue. Whoa! Well, there we go. Got a big glob of it. It was had a little bit left over there. So now we're going to bring in that scrap paper and just take off the excess, because otherwise it's going to ooze all over. I'm going to glue this down, and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to bring my silicone mat in, because I'm going to have glue in the center, just like that. And then I'm going to bring in my chamois and wash that off right away. So move that to the side. Where did my chamois go? Here it is. And just like that, the sticky is gone, and all I will do after I'm finished is run that under the tap. Now you can do two things. Here you can put it down flat, or you can put it on dimensionals. I'm going to put mine on dimensionals just because, you know me, I love the look of dimensionals. So here we go. Maybe, I don't like saggy cards. There we go. And I've also found using my little dish to put dimensional backings in and scraps as I craft works great. This is from an embellishment, empty embellishment container, but if you don't have that, you can use any little container or box you have hanging around. There we go. So now we've got it like that. And now we just have to do this part right here. So we're going to bring in this here, whoops, and we're going to bring in the words just a little note, and it just fits. So I am going to bring in my embossing kit, and you don't have this, sweet Marilyn. I fell in love with it, but you know where I am, right? So we can play together. I'm going to stamp it in Versamark. So I used my embossing buddy. Stamp in Versamark. Give it a minute to transfer, just like that. Now I'm going to use these tweezers are one of my favoriteest things. Use this. Now, let's see, where is an edge? I know where I would do it if I wasn't on camera, but I want to pick it up with my tweezers. See how I can bring it to the edge, and there's that lip there, and it all works well. Here's a question. How many of you have this suite on your wish list? Or maybe if you're a demonstrator, you already have it. So just putting some embossing powder on there, and can't tell if that's there we go. You can see it just fits, but it works for me. The other thing about the glass mat is it can handle the heat of your heat tool. The only thing, it might get a bit warm, so I would be a little bit careful touching it if you do a whole bunch of embossing, but for right now I don't have to worry about melting my desktop or heating up my whatever mats I have underneath. It works great. It was the first one you ordered. Oh, Karen, I can't wait to see what you do with it. When they showed the demonstration at On Stage, which for those of you who don't know, that's our Stampin' Up! Convention, was virtual this year, and they showed demo of all of this, and I fell in love with it right then. So now we've got this embossed on there, so we'll bring this back in. We need a circle, so I am using the 2 3/8 inch circle punch and this scrap piece of paper. Just there, we've got the circle, and then I have, where did they go? Here they are. I have these little sprigs as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my silicone mat again, and I'm going to build everything on the silicone mat before I fasten it here. That way I know where to put the adhesive on here. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I want to bring in a little bit of this here. So just to tuck it underneath, and Yeah, I think that's about right. And this twine, whatever it is, this cord cuts nicely too. It's all good. And I'm going to put some seal on here to help hold it down. And that way I can arrange and rearrange this to my heart's content, right? Okay. I'm just crossing it over like that. I think I'll just put it down. And okay, so it came uncrossed, but I can fix that. It's just very easy to do. I think I need to bring this down a little bit. There, and I want to make sure it's as flat as possible there. So now we've got it like that. Now I'm just going to bring in my little sprigs here. I think I want to go here and, oh, I don't know, maybe there. So I will put a little adhesive on the back of them. Now a glue dot would work great too. I'm just putting adhesive on the part that is going to be tucked under so you won't be able to see it when it's all done. So we'll fasten this one in first, like that. And this one here, put it like that. So who's had time to play with this set, those of you who have it? Or why did you get it? Maybe is another question. What attracted you about this set? Just as we're doing this. And for those of you who missed my initial question at the beginning, my question was, are your decorations down or up, or are they in between? Just while we're doing this. So I'm going to actually build everything right here. The silicone mat is so perfect for this. So we've got it like that. And we've got this one hanging over, and that's all good. So what I'm going to do now is bring in my adhesive and just apply it where I have cardstock so that I won't see it. Because as you know, adhesive shows through vellum, but if you do that, see, you can't see it at all. So let's move this out of the way and bring our card in. And look at, we're nearly done. And let's make sure our greeting is straight. And you just layered that over top. And what happened is the vellum just even softens this a little bit more and helps to, in my mind, bring the focal point to this. Now, all that's left is to add some of those fun cork rounds. Oh, I was playing with another way to use that cord is to tie a linen thread bow around it. That's for another project. That'll come. And let's bring in our take your pick tool and scatter. And because I've made this card at least 20 times, I should be able to find a spot for my embellishment without too much trouble, right? And there we go. So there we have it. There we have the card in white, and there we have it in vanilla. So which do you like? Do you like it in the white or the vanilla? And I'd have another card I want to share with you. I use the exact same design and substituted Pebble Path and then used the Pebble Path ribbon instead of the cord. And we've got the totally a different look, but the same design again. So vanilla, white, or Pebbled Path, let us know. And I have a whole bunch more projects, not a whole bunch, but some more projects as you're writing your answer in. Other people, this was the first bundle you ordered. Excellent. Oh, I can't wait to see all the ideas that you guys are going to share. So vanilla, white, Pebbled Path. Which one is your first choice? So we'll put those to the side as I bring in some of the others that I've had I've just started to play with it. I have to admit, I didn't do a lot of crafting over the holidays, so I'm just getting started. So I showed you this one with just using the piece of paper here. And then I went back and watched some of the videos that Stampin' Up! Shared, and here is one. Just did a bit of sponging in the background and stamped the image there. A very simple, again, field journal type of look there. This would look great in all different other color combos. Then one of the things they did is they made this card here. So using the stamps. This is still from the stamp set that we use today, not using the other one at all. And so they've stamped it in bubble bath and then done some silver embossing like that. So there's that one. So again, this is like this. All 3 cards done with the same design. So here is this one. I'll put that there. So, well, there we go. Then here it is with Pebbled Path and white. Again, this is embossed and it looks really neat. So that's Pebbled Path and white. And then this is Pebbled Path and gold. So there's another one. So gold, white, silver for this, if there's something you like there. So hopefully this has given you some ideas if you have this set, or if you are looking at this set. I hope this helps you out. Another thing I did, and again, I copied this right from Stampin' Up, is made a little journal. So we used the punch, that die. Let me just show it to you again. Where did it go? So the die that cuts this out, and if I was to do it again, I think I would make my pages this long, but I made these 1/4 of a sheet wide. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I layered them up. I put some of the paper on, and then I just used the twine to loop through the holes and tie a knot like that. And then instead of tearing on that perforated part, I just folded, and that's just to remind me where I got my idea. And then these are the pages like this. Use the tab there and like that. So pretty simple, easy to pop a few pictures in, or if you have a makeup card, you know, if you're working somewhere and you have a bunch of people needing to sign a card, this would be perfect. So there is yet another idea. So as you can see, I think it was, I don't know, there was one day over the weekend that I had some fun playing. So I hope you like these and it's given you some ideas. It's definitely gone with the neutral palette, but these 2 are showing you don't have to stay neutral. You can go whatever direction you want. So take care, enjoy the rest of this week, and I will see you next Monday for Monday Night Stamping. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.